Who doesn't love peace, joy, wealth, fulfillment, and above all, success? These are what we all pray for as individuals. Poverty is not natural. Poverty is not created for human beings. As a matter of fact, the poverty we are seeing in the world are created by our fellow human beings. Look around you, you will see the abundance of nature. Nature is so fruitful. The universe is so blessed, and men are by nature really, really blessed. But our blessedness is becoming questionable because man seems to be the enemy of man. All the world wants an answer. We have reached the moment when, unless we find an answer and bring it quickly to the world, not just one nation, but all nations will be overwhelmed. The Boko Harams, the terrorists, the Fulani headsmen, and banditry. For years, we have been fighting these elements. But something scary was said a few weeks ago when the former service chiefs said after their retirements that this battle, this fight against terrorism is going to last for the next 20 years.
The truth must be told, because this thing cannot end. I predicted sometimes that it may take another 20 years, and that is the truth.
They said that when they came out of their offices. When they were active in service, they didn't say that. So our nation is being overwhelmed. Our military system that is one of the best in the world is being overwhelmed. We cannot continue to cry crisis without providing an adequate answer. The habit of crisis breeds the habit of apathy, senselessness. Our conscience is being stiffened, is being, killed because the habit of wickedness is on the increase, and the will from the part of the government to deal decisively with this increase in crime, the will seems not to be there. So apathy is on the increase. Nations fail because they try desperately to combat moral apathy with economic plans. The problem is not just an iron curtain which separates nation from nation, but stealing selfishness which separates man from man and all men from the government of God. And when men listen to God and obey, the steel and iron melt away. Don't forget that old song that says, trust and obey. There is no other way. When we trust him enough and obey him, we'll do that for ourselves. Then love will be on the increase. Then care will be on the increase. Kindness will be on the increase. And we will have enough sense to put right people in great positions. That's our duty, and that we must do for ourselves. Never in the history of man has God descended from heaven in his divinity form to rule the affairs of men in his divinity form. Never. So when Nigerians talk, especially the religious ones, when we talk about the chaos in the nation, they say things like, God will help us. And only God will help us. Only God will help us. But my argument has been that God will not come down from heaven to help any of us because he has already helped us. He has given us a brain, but we choose not to think as a people. 2023 is around the corner. Men are strategizing on how they will lose election and how they will increase their votes, but good men are sleeping. We are not saying anything. Poverty is on the increase, and the poverty that is on the increase is actually the artificial one. They withdraw wealth from the people. So when election is fast approaching, they release wealth. So people become helpless and loyalty setting. The one that gave much will receive much loyalty from the people. Where are we going as a people? My greatest desire for this continent, for this nation, Nigeria, every other states in Africa, is for us to start thinking right. Because it is by thinking right that we'll start marching towards the right direction. This is the best place on earth. No natural disasters, apart from those ones that we inflicted upon ourselves. No major natural disasters. But we do have leadership disasters, and that we must address. Let's take power from the wicked and put this power in the hands of good ones. Good men, there are good men of noble character that you know. So these people come out, they offer themselves that, hey, here I am, vote for me. But Nigerians will rather ask, what do you have to offer? Give us money, bribe us. And the wisdom of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. still persists that Negro cannot win if he's willing to sell his future for his personal and immediate comfort. We cannot win as a people. Now we have to start thinking about the future. Stop cutting trees. If you must fell a tree, be ready to plant 10. Let's make our lands green. Let's think for our children. Let's think of their future. Their school is in shambles. Their school is in a very sorry case. Our health system is in a very chaotic state. We must submit to the government of God. And what rules in that government? Love rules in the government of God. Those of them bearing Sulaiman and Solomon and Matthew and Mufutau, all of them should submit to the will of God and allow God to rule their hearts. We can always predict a great political future if we are willing. So I wish you, great friends, all peace and love, even as we march ahead, even as we forge ahead. Don't forget, you are placed here for a purpose. You are placed there for an assignment. Don't ever forget that. Live your purpose every time. Live your purpose every day. Many thanks.